What's going on, guys? I'm Josh.
I'm Samantha.
And we're the Collecting Couple. And today we're going to be looking at the Futura Star Wars Pops.
Let's get started. Welcome back to our channel, guys. So if you have not already, leave a like on this video. Also, if you're new, hello, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that way you know when we have new videos come out. But today, like Josh said, we're going to be talking about our Futura Star Wars Funko Pops.
So we just got the new C-3PO one yesterday, and so we figured that it would be a good time to take a look at all of the 4-inch Futura Pops. There are a couple 10 inches that are out. We do not have those, so we're just going to be looking at the ones that we do have. And so I have the first very released one, and then the newest released one that we have. Maybe we'll do updates as we get the new ones in. There's like there's like 3 or 4 more that are coming out. So they're all awesome. I'm really digging this line. I don't think Samantha's digging it as much as I am.
I'm not digging it as much. There are some that I really like, but the ones that I don't like, I'm like, nope, don't want those.
I have mixed feelings on it, but I think I am going to end up getting all of them just to have the complete set. Take a look first at all of these boxes. So here at the front, you can see we have all black boxes, which I like a lot.
I like the black box. It makes it look very, like, I don't know, makes it look very clean. And it also, like, it just makes the characters pop.
I like the white that's on it. I like these Target exclusive stickers that they all have, except for this one has a ECCC sticker. We have the Star Wars logo, and then on the backs of these, most of them are very similar.
Except for this
Except for this ECCC Boba Fett. So they all have this little blurb on the back that says, Funko is proud to introduce the first pop collaboration with graffiti icon and passionate Star Wars fan Futura. This series combines Futura's abstract artistic style that incorporates both text and imagery with his favorite Star Wars characters in Funko Pop form. So they all say that except for this one. I'm not quite sure why that is. But again, I don't know who this guy is. I mean, based off of that, it sounds like he's a graffiti artist that is a big Star Wars fan.
Yep. I don't know. Maybe it's because this is not really like graffiti.
I guess.
So I wonder if this is actually like made by him.
I don't know. So what I'm curious about is, I guess what he probably did is he made the original concept designs here that are on the side, and then Funko printed them. So if you actually do see these in stores, a lot of the paint jobs on them are all different.
Yeah.
Which is actually really cool. I guess because the slight variations in the paint, but for the most part it's like the same overall concept. So let's go ahead and take a look at these individually. So I think what we might do is pop some of these out of the box. What do you think? So let's take them all out of the box real quick, and then we'll just set them right on top. See you in a second. All right, we have them all out of the box. This is what they look like. Let's start with the original release one. So we have this Boba Fett, which is graffitied. It looks like yellow, red, green, and a little bit of gray in there. Now, I think it was supposed to look camouflage, but it's not exactly camouflage. That's why I like it a lot, is because Boba Fett's a bounty hunter. So obviously he's going to be doing some covert stuff going on. So I think the camouflage look looks cool, but it's not actually camouflage. Yeah,
this is one of my favorite pops out of the whole, out of all the ones that have come out. I agree. I like it because it's like it was like just like flung, you know, the paint was just flung on it. And so it looks like camouflage, like with the colors and everything, but it's not like anything, like it's not like, you know, printed camouflage, which I really like. And I think the colors work really well. I do like that I mean, he still has his like blaster and all that stuff and his jetpack. I don't know.
That's overall one of my favorites.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites.
This one, this Darth Vader that came out, this actually had a pre-release at New York City Comic Con, I believe it was. I think it had a pre-release there, and then it was widely available later, but we got the later version, not the NYCC one. So this one, I think is maybe my favorite. I'm not sure. It's hard. It's between these two. Which one's my favorite? I really like this one because I know it's not probably what he meant it to be, but to me it almost kind of looks like the galaxy with the stars and everything. I know that it's not supposed to be stars and like a galaxy, because it's like squiggles and red dots, but to me, for whatever reason, when I see it, that's kind of the impression that I get with this. And I also like that his pop eyes are like that, like black.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't like this one as much as the Boba Fett. I think it's just kind of plain looking compared to this one. I think this one has a lot more going on. This one looks more of like a printed design, so more of like a pattern was made and then they just duplicated the pattern all over it, compared to the Boba Fett, which looks more like a flung paint. These were the first two that we ever got, and so far, Boba Fett is like my ultimate favorite out of both of them.
Let's move on to the latter two that have come out. So these just came out within the last month. We have the other Futura Boba Fett. So this one was originally a 10-inch that released at the same time as this Boba Fett. Now we didn't get the 10-inch version because we already have too many 10 inches.
Yes.
So I just had to like limit what we get. So I'm glad they made this one in 4-inch popcorn. I am going to be picking up the other one that's coming out for WonderCon this week, which is the inverse of this, where we have burgundy and black. The colors are inverse. So I will be getting that when it comes out. I do like this a lot though. I think the black works very well on the Boba Fett. And I do like the big mythosaur print on his helmet. I like how it's not like even, like how the mythosaur overlaps across the whole thing. And so it kind of looks like, it looks uniform, but also kind of like messy at the same time. So I don't know, what do you think about that one?
I just think this is plain Jane. I get why we have it because obviously they made the 10 inches and those sold pretty well, decently, but
they were pretty popular, I felt like.
Yeah, but then I think they were like, to appeal to even a more broader audience, make a smaller one. I just think that it's I just think it's so plain and it's just, and like, there's so much cooler designs they could have done besides just put the Mandalorian logo on the helmet. I don't know, I just think it's too plain Jane for me.
So let's get to the one that I think we both can agree we like the least out of all of that have come out so far. So this is the C-3PO one, just came out in our area. Like I said, we got it yesterday, and I'm looking for the other ones. We'll talk about those in a second.
Yeah.
But this is the newest one, and I honestly wasn't going to get this one because I'm not a huge fan of it. I like it better now that I see it in person.
It looks better in person.
It's still not my favorite. This one looks like it comes off. I'm not going to mess with it because I'll end up breaking it. But the main reason I got it is because it went online last week and ended up selling out. So that kind of like, that like fear of missing out thing that everyone talks about. So I decided to go to the store and pick it up, even though all the coronavirus thing I did. We were at Target anyway, so we went and looked for it. So this one is kind of cool. It almost looks like, to me, it looks like the popcorn Jelly Belly, like jelly bean that you kind of get, where it's like the white and the like watered down yellow. Yeah. And I think it looks pretty good for the most part. The part that is iffy for me is this brown. So I think he's going for like a dirt splatter kind of on him. Or
like it is contrasting. It's like lines here and then like the... Yeah. I think the brown is just too much, and you can tell where like
it's
they
a
went
vertical
half
line.
Down.
Yeah, it's exactly vertical.
Hopefully the other ones look better in person. That's what I'm hoping for, because they did announce like 3 or 4 more.
So we have a few more coming out. We have the Stormtrooper, which is white with kind of squiggly-ish lines, kind of like the Darth Vader. Mm-hmm. We have an R2-D2 that's kind of like almost a zebra print type with some red and blue kind of squigglies on him. And then we have the Jawa, which I think is one of my favorites, who is like actually camouflage. I think that one's really cool.
Yeah.
I probably am gonna get those just to have the complete set. I wasn't so hot on this R2-D2. I've seen more and more pictures of it now, and I'm kind of warming up to it. I think it looks kind of cool. So I think my least favorite out of all of them is probably going to end up being the C-3PO. But now I have it just to kind of finish the set. Definitely looking forward to all the new ones that are coming out. And so maybe we'll do a more updated videos as we kind of finish this collection.
Yeah, I think we could even do like, because I know I know they're not in waves, but I guess like starting with the C-3PO, it's more of like a wave 2 kind of thing.
Yeah, they definitely have a lot more coming out.
So I think we could even do like a more of a wave 2 video or whatever, but I don't know. I think for me, like you said, I think this would be the worst one. I think the R2-D2 for me is probably the worst one out of all of them. And like I like when I was in like middle school, zebra print and all that was in. I like zebra print, but I think having R2-D2 look like zebra print is kind of weird to me. I don't know.
So you would say that one's your favorite right now?
Yes, this Boba Fett is my favorite by far.
I think it's between these two for me. I think I would lean more towards this Boba Fett as being my favorite, but I am looking forward to seeing this set being complete whenever they all come out. I don't know if they'll make more of them past that wave. I have a feeling they might, just because this wave, like this Futura stuff, seems to have been really popular.
Well,
all of it has sold out.
I mean, because they've done this with one artist, it could, like, other artists could become, like, start stuff with other artists and different lines, and I think it could be, like, it's really great that they're supporting, like, artists to do stuff. Yeah. So I think it could be, like, branch out with other artists and other lines like Marvel, Disney, anything like that.
But guys, let us know what you think about these pops down in the comments. Like I said, I think these are pretty hot, it seems like, for most people. But let us know if you disagree with us down in the comments. That's going to do it for today. We will see you next time. And remember, never stop collecting.